Welcome back, guys. We're checking out Son of Ogre chapter 49 entitled Iron. Now, in the last video, Baki was just ridiculous and climbed into bed with Maria in order to get Oliva to wake up and actually fight this man. They both were bored at the little handkerchief game that they were playing, and that caused Oliva to get serious. Well, wake up, start playing with the handkerchief, but Shay managed to land a mean hit on him last chapter. So let's see what happens here in this chapter. So Oliva's still laying on the ground, just basically getting his thoughts together, while Shay got up after that mean open palm strike from Oliva that threw him into the wall and everything. Now the audience is saying he finished him. Gebaru has the will. Second has the will. Gebaru. 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 Oh well. Gebaru. 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 Geba. And Oliva tumbles back up. Rolls forward the same way that he fell backward, in the exact same motion, just reversed. Incredible body and muscle control, and lands back on his feet. Super smooth. So the audience is shocked. Oliva's smiling because we all know he's just kind of getting his head together. And Shay has a look on his face like he's a little bit shocked, but he should have known that Oliva was going to get back up from that hit, especially from the hit that Shay just took from him. Oliva, I underestimated you. I took pity on you. And so I worried about you. In all honesty, that strike was too small. It's not a bluff. I think Oliva is really serious, saying that he knows Oliva held back on that strike. Oh, this is appropriate. The wind. I think this is Maria's face. I'm assuming. I don't know. It looks weird to me. I don't know. Okay. Shay, this blood and dirt on his face and this palm print. It's a good day. Indeed. Shay takes off again in this motion that he likes to, before he starts to sprint off. A good day to die. Runs up on Oliva while he's looking at something else. Gebaru, you have the capability. He steps in. What contortion, like the way his body is facing. Wow. So right before he managed to throw this punch, yeah, right. Since when? Oliva grabs this man's face. You could tell how strong. First of all, he was moving toward Oliva. You could tell Oliva put a lot of strength into this by these veins, as well as like Shay's eyes popping through Oliva's fingers. Like he grabbed the mess out of this man's face, and I'm assuming pushed him forward. Ooh, into the ground. He struck another person with full strength. Goodness. That affected the whole world. Remember in a couple chapters, several chapters ago, they were speaking about having like GPS chips in Yujiro and Oliva to keep tabs on the strongest men in the world. And him slamming that man into the ground apparently notified them. Tokyo Bay. Tiny accidents were occurring. I'm in the sea. So this is affecting everyone's GPS because the government is using all the satellites around the world to try to keep tabs on Oliva and Yujiro. Because Oliva is exerting force, they all got notifications because of it, and it affected everyone else, which is crazy. You are traveling inside a forest. You are traveling inside a building. The 42nd president of the United States of America. They put Bosch, but Bush. We slipped off. What was that? This must be Yujiro. Itagaki Keisuke always draws this man's mouth in the most despicable manner. You always know it's him. Your control of both the country and the car blows. That's funny. Why is Bush driving Yujiro around? Sorry, but for now at least, as far as I'm concerned, this is the safest car in the world. Yeah, because Yujiro's in it. So I'm just left out. Now, Bush saying he's in the safest car in the world, I think that's because one, Yujiro was already in there and he wasn't in the presence of that fight. And then Yujiro saying, so I'm just left out, huh? Understands that an epic fight is happening and he's not involved. So he's a little upset. Alright, chapter 50, The Land of Liberty. So Yujiro, for some odd reason, is in the car with Bush, who's obviously nervous, as he should be. I'll get choked. Escort cars in the front and back, and a guard every quarter mile. You can't even decide which corner you'll turn. What a silly joke. Is this how the president himself drives in the land of freedom? Please don't be so harsh, Mr. Hanma. Oh, that corner. That's funny. He brought up, so you're the leader of the most free country in the world, and you can't even decide for yourself what street to turn on. Someone has to tell you. I don't even want to get into freedom and America. We're just going to let that go. Hey, lesson. We've got a problem. Who has the problem? Me or you? Who do you think? The promise that I pledged to you before, I'll protect you. Are you trying to test me now? All right, so I'm assuming he must not know. All right, I'm gonna just let it go. I know he's not saying that. He can't be thinking he's ready to fight Yujiro. Mr. Lesson, he says, Mr. Hanma says that he is going to attack me now. Would you defend me? Uh-oh. George Bush! You. Is this the last favor you want me to do for you before quitting your presidential term? What? Oh no. If so, then I'm not playing your game anymore. Mr. Bush, what you're doing right now is committing suicide. It's not my duty to protect someone who is committing suicide. Also, it's impossible to protect anyone from him, even myself. He will crush me no matter what I try to do. He can do anything he wants and more. Forgive me. Yujiro cracks his knuckles. Are you seriously? Okay, wait. So, Lesson attacks Bush? This is the only way. So Lesson's ready to fight. Would you kick Bush out the window to protect him? Yujiro doesn't even want to be, but Yujiro's gone. He left. Oh, he caught Bush. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't really understand Lesson's reason for throwing Bush out the window. Very good. That's the spirit, kid. You couldn't protect him from me, as you said. But what you did was right. Game of Wet Willie. Hilarious. You've got a good education. I'm not interested in you, but I want to play with your master. Oh, so now you want to fight Shay. Oh shit. So he's gonna have to end up in this prison. Uh-oh. So Oliva just slammed this man into the ground via his face. Like the back of his head and body hit the ground first, but he grabbed his face and slammed him into the ground. Yes. Ahoy. Time to sail. If this man gets back up and presents another form to us, like if he rearranges this mask and gets back up, I'm gonna lose it. I'm going to lose it. The fact that Yujiro is willing to want to fight Shay, the fact that Shay has gotten back up from one of Oliva's hits, the fact that they're still fighting, is incredible to me. I love this. This is incredible. Leave a comment below about what you thought about the Bush and Yujiro exchange, as well as Oliva putting this man into the ground. One of you guys left a comment on one of my most recent videos and posed the question, would you rather smash Maria or take a punch from Nomi? So that's today's question. Leave a comment below answering that one. I found that hilarious and couldn't come up with an answer. So maybe I'll think of an answer and we'll talk about it in the next video. But for now, leave a comment below answering that. Check the link in the description for the next video. Hit the thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed this video or love the Baki manga. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you have, thank you very much. Please share with at least one friend. Let's try to continue to grow the community. Again, check the link in the description, hit the thumbs up, and as always, otaku for life.